Hey, everybody. How's everybody tonight? Doing good? I'm doing good. Pocket Sand, hello. Blues Girls, hi. Thank you for being here. Bye. Hi, Betty. Kelly, hi, Kelly. I dropped the link for you, Kelly. And anybody else that wants to come up here, Pocket Sand, you want to come up here? I'd love to have Pocket Sand up here. Um, y'all are welcome. I'm gonna warn y'all. There's not much telling. We're gonna get some trolls in here. Um, you can tell if they MKB is off limits. Nobody's talk about MKB. Period. She's off limits. Me and her talk, and she's off limits. She's stepping aside. So, we made a pact that. Hi, KB. KB, you want to come up here? You're welcome. To come up here also. Um, but I'm not going to talk about MKB. We still got a few things that that have got to be addressed in public. That was some of the things that was said out of anger. Now I do need to correct something. Uh, I believe wholeheartedly that MKB did not give Andrea a ranch. What happened was when when she told us to take her ranch, MKB thought I took it. I thought she took it. Andrea had a ranch the whole time. So I believe my opinion, in which is I went in and saw for myself. She's the only one that did it because I know none of y'all did it, right? Anybody that said anything negative about Andrea, those people were blocked. So her ranch has been taken, so that's been taken care of, and that's in the story there. Okay, moving on. Ginger will be here in a minute. Hi, Hemi. Um, I mean, I think that this is a great thing that has happened. I mean, for our community, I think it's time for us to build a new community, and we got to shut this hate out. We got to stop these people from doing the crap that they're doing, because this is done behind the scenes and just poke, poke, poke. You know, while I was sick, and then they're going back. I mean, then she's going back, Andrea, and using when I was sick and saying I was faking and saying I'm addicted to pills. That's hilarious as all get out. I had surgery this yesterday morning. I had my feeding tube taken out. I had my esophagus stretching, and I had a colonoscopy. Oh my god! But and I could have come home with pain pills, but I didn't want them. And thing about it is, last night, this morning, I woke up. I was hurting so bad. I was like, maybe I should have. I should have got some. But I'm joking around because I can. People that don't have, that don't have those kind of addiction things can joke about stuff like that. But I'm feeling good. My I can swallow really good now, and I'm a little bit hoarse, and I feel like somebody hit me in the chest with, but I don't have that feeding tube anymore. I have a hole, but they said it seals up within 6 hours. There goes my darling baby dog. She loves it when I go live. Hello, AJ. How are you? I know AJ Robbie I was gonna go up on panel with Becky too. Robbie he said I deserved to be called blowjob, and then he called me a few other names. I told him that because he said I supported you. I said that ain't my fight, and I left. I was gone. He ain't gonna tell me you've been here since day one. Me and you've been friends so long, it's unreal. He thinks I'm gonna give you up for because he tells me to. That's so funny. He don't come over here and support me. I don't go over there to support him anymore. I used to, but not anymore. But that's that. I squished that. I don't know where Ginger is. I sent it through the email. I guess she just abandoned me. No, she'll be here in a minute. She had to get something to drink and stuff. But I mean, now's the chance we have a chance. We have enough backing. We have enough people that see the truth for themselves. No, we don't have to, pound it in people's head. The truth, everybody sees it. And Miss, you know, Goody Two Shoes over there thinks she knows it all, and thinks that she can do things sneaky and nobody will know it's her doing it. She always wants it out to be somebody else's fault, and she thought she could make this out to be my fault. She just underestimated me. She got to know me when I was starting to get, I was sick, and she didn't know who I am. And now that I'm well, I'm not 100%, but I'm almost, and I'm strong enough to stand up for myself. And I just sit back and watch, let this go on as long as I was going to, and because she does this to everybody, and she manipulates everybody, goes around, does this, treats people like dirt. Well, she just underestimated me. She thought I was going to lay down and let her walk all over me. I'll show her walking all over somebody. And now, I was Kelly. Since Kelly ain't up here yet, I'm gonna mention this. Uh, Noodle, Noodle went after me hard. She said it's all my fault. Everything. Noodle's going after me hard right now. I think it's funny as hell. She lied too. Said I was after her for months before all that happened. Before, that ain't the way it was. I don't care. Anyway, she made this short about me saying that peanut butter and jealous, showing my picture. So it says peanut butter and it shows my picture and it says jelly, saying I'm jealous of I guess Andrea. And underneath it I said, jealous of what? I'll wait. And and Lavina, this is just what I was trying to tell you. Uh, you said there's a rivalry. There's not. I've never been in it. See, there's a rivalry behind the scenes that I didn't know about because I'm not a jealous person. I didn't care if they were friends. I encouraged their friendship. I mean, I did. I think everybody should have all kinds of friends everywhere. And so there's not a rivalry. So I want to get that out of the way. I don't want anybody to think that I'm fighting over MKB at all. I mean, but I want y'all to know MKB's off limits tonight. Me and her are talking, and we are going to straighten out some stuff in public that is said that's not true. And she did not give Andrea the ranch. Just to iterate that, and I mean, she thought that I took the ranch, and I thought that she took the ranch. So, but I guaranteed, I guarantee that she didn't go and tell her that she's the one that did that because it's obvious. Because it was only the people got blocked that said something negative about her. But she's went around and she's done this for a long time, and she said I didn't do this for. She said she don't do it for the money. She's not doing it for the thing. She just wants to help someone. She thinks that she's smarter than everybody and that she knows more than everybody, and her way is the only way. And just like she likes to be people's mentor, and thinks that she's guiding them in the right direction. That's hilarious as hell. She's manipulating the hell out of people. Is what it is. But she puts it uh, in a way that makes her look good, I guess. I don't know. Don't make her look good now. She didn't, she thought, I was too sick and too weak to have all my ducks in a row. Yeah, she got fooled. My ducks have stayed in a row. They think that I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. I don't pay attention to the nonsense, but I do pay attention to what's necessary, who people really are. Because, like I said, I look at the negative first, you know, and I haven't. Uh, One thing about her, uh, I'm still looking at the negative because it hasn't ended yet. I hadn't even got to see any positive. I mean, she tricked me into believing, when I was real sick, saying it stood up for me when people were making fun of me because I was dying. Nah, that wasn't what that was. So that's not a positive. That was the only positive thing there was in the whole thing. I'm still looking for the positive, Andrea. Show me something that you've done positive to help someone. That's what I want to know. Because she said that I lied about my channel, that I said that I was going to help people and that I was going to do things, Uh, I had all these plans for the channel. Yeah, I did. I got sick. But before that, brand new channel, we helped you get an apartment, didn't we, honey? Yep. I think MKB's helped that stupid con woman. Yep. Think so. And I think that we did giveaways on our channel too. So I think that is helping. A lot more than what you've done. You name one thing you've done good in this community. One thing. I'll wait. So, okay, there. I think there's Ginger. Yeah, there she is. There she is.
Okay, what kind of trouble you getting me into tonight?
What? I have to work on it all day long. I always make these notes. What hot water can I get Ginger in? Right. What's she gonna get in now? And and you stepped into it with the. Oh Lord, I'm sorry that you stepped into that mess with the
Yeah.
noodle
Yeah,
boodle.
that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. And Kelly's gonna come up here. We're gonna talk about the game and stuff that we want to do. That game that I'm so excited about. It's gonna be so
Yeah.
much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. But and I told Kelly uh, that we wouldn't talk about Noodle because she don't want them coming after her. Which we can handle. We're gonna protect her. We're not going to let nobody. From now on, our community is going to stand together, and we're not going to let these bullies just keep bullying our people. We're all standing in a straight line, and we're drawing a line, and we're going to start a new community, doing something together, something better. We're going to improve this community, and we're going to ask those. Uh, we're going to ask the evil out. We're going to take it out. It's time to take them out, and we'll start. I'm starting with Andrea. She should, she should have never messed with me. But I warned it. You know, I gave them plenty. I gave her plenty of leadway. Plenty of leadway. I gave her enough rope. She hung herself too. But one thing is, at least at least it didn't take someone coming out and having to dog someone, bring it to their attention that people, I mean, of the the lies and stuff that was told and said. Everybody knows it. Everybody sees it for themselves. I don't have to go in and say, look at what a bad person she is. Look at what she's, I don't have to do that. Everybody sees it. She's done it to everybody. And it's time we put a stop to it. We don't need to allow it. I mean, we just don't have to. We don't have to put up with this stuff, guys. Nobody has to put up with this harassment stuff. And the thing about it is, if when they come after you, when they're coming after us and they're harassing us, if everybody rallies around that person, those people they're going to go away. You know, laugh at them because they're jokes. These people are jokes. I tell you, crack a joke at them. I mean, challenge them and see what they come back with. They'll keep their mouth shut eventually. Because what they come at you with is lies. They'll make up anything. And the thing about it is, we're keeping ours to YouTube, no real life, just their behavior of what happens on YouTube, and that's all we deal with. If they want to go real life, they do that real life stuff. That's not welcome over here no more. We're not welcoming that over here. This is what I set out to do. This is what I wanted when I came here. Have a good community that supported each other and built each other's channels up, and it was there for people when they, was going through trouble. Be there for each other and trust each other. Be able to trust each other. That you're not going to flip flop and go. And you can tell. Look at all the support we have, Ginger, at these people that they're not flip flopping on this.
Nope.
Everybody sees her, everybody sees this person for who she really is. Nobody's flip flopping on this. Nobody sees it and twists it as anything different than what it is, except for those people that was in that live the other night. And I'm not, my friend's live the other night.
Well,
Uh,
here's the thing. Why keep reiterating and trying to push a narrative? And it was a narrative and spin
mhm,
doctoring of making you out to be some type of drug addict when you were fucking sick.
mhm,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. And the thing about it is, um, during that sickness, the whole time I was sick, that 18 months, I fought for my life for 18 months.
Yep.
Those 18 months, I had 4 surgeries in one day, and then I was on pain medicine, and those things healed up, I stopped the pain medicine just like I was supposed to. Well, I broke my arm. And this was this past Halloween night. That's when I did it. I
Yep.
broke my arm, and that's the second time I was on pain medicine. Period. That's it. 2 times. The whole time the 18 months I was sick. And they're making instead. Oh, and something I want to point out, that picture that she put out of me when I was the sickest, they said it was way after I got out of the hospital. I had my hospital bracelet still on. What does that tell y'all?
Right. Yep. You just kept that on for months. Right.
Oh yeah. I didn't take that off. Just kept it
Your
on there
favorite
forever.
piece of jewelry, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even after I got back home from Arkansas, I still fought my life every day. And I was in the hospital 10 times after that. You know. So I fought for 18 months, but I'm strong now. You can tell I'm strong. You can tell I'm better. And I got the feeding tube out, and I'm so happy I could just jump up and down. And I took pictures of it too, coming out of my side, just to make sure I had proof. I got my doctor's notes. He took out a printout of everything, and gave it to me. He said, "What do you need this for?" I said, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you." And
Here's the
so then I
thing.
took.
Why should you have to put out all your medical information just to prove them wrong? I mean,
And think about it. This is what I'm so thankful about this community right now. I don't have to. I was there. They know I was there with. They were there with me throughout the whole sickness. When I went down, when I was up there, when I was so sick I couldn't stay up there. When I had to mute, when I'd throw up. I mean, they were there. They know. I mean, they know I was sick. They know. I don't have to put the proof out. You know. But I mean, I just did it. I didn't realize I wasn't going to have to put the proof out, but I do realize that now. I really don't. But I did take a picture of the hole in my, what they took the feeding tube out. I removed the bandage and took a picture of the hole too. Where they stitched it up on the outside. Just for the heck of it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to send it to Andrea. I don't need to send it to anybody but Andrea. Because she's the one insinuating it. Just like she insinuated that Hemi didn't have that wreck.
yeah, right.
Yeah, she's the one that plants that shit in people's head. When people
That'd
come
be
back
like
at her
us saying she didn't move, right? I mean, come on.
I know,
But
right?
she did. We know she did.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, but I mean, she said I brought the apartment up. Damn right, I brought that apartment up. We almost lost our channel, and I went through hell over that damn apartment she got. I hope she enjoys it. No witch. I'll never help her again.
Okay, well, I want to point this out. I kept hearing how wonderful she was and how she builds the community up. I have yet to see a live where she's built people up. Every live she's ever done is tearing somebody down.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like,
did you um did you hear me earlier when I was talking before you come on? I said, "Tell me." She said that she didn't like me because I lied about what I was going to do at the channel, help people. and do
That's
things
not the only
tomorrow.
thing she said. She said it was because you talked down and you were mean to Mama Knows Best on panels.
Oh yeah, yeah, I was mean to her and I disrespected her and all that stuff.
I never saw
Yeah,
that. Never saw
yeah.
that. But you know,
I would never do that. Mom knows best. No, I wouldn't do that to her. And I said I wasn't gonna talk about her, but I'm talking positive stuff about her. I'm not saying nothing negative right now. I mean, because I didn't. I didn't say nothing. She knows I didn't. She knows I wouldn't. She knows I wouldn't lie. She knows I wouldn't bring our private stuff to. But what got me is little Miss Priss, Andrea. What hurt me, it did hurt real bad. That Andrea was up there, um, taking what was said in the live there when she was up there in that live with us. Andrea was taking what I said, twisting it, and then telling her version of it, and that is what set her off to saying that it made it look like I was doctor shopping and stuff because it made her mad because of what Andrea was saying that I was pushing the pills down, that she was pushing pills down my throat. I was blaming her for me being having a drug problem.
first off, you don't have a drug problem. Second off, you clearly stated you took them because you were in pain so that you could go on.
No,
You didn't
no,
say it was anybody's fault.
I know. And I mean, even and I'm the type of person. I mean, I've never had a drug problem, but if I was the type of person that if I had a um a drug problem or anything that I had a problem with, I don't blame other people. I take accountability in myself. It's my own fault. Just like my smoking. I'm addicted to cigarettes. It ain't nobody's fault that I'm addicted to cigarettes. Now, I remember when I was younger, when my ex-husband's the one that handed me the cigarette because he smoked, and I used to tell him he quit, so he wanted me to quit. I said, "It's your fault. I started smoking." No, it ain't. It ain't his fault that you know what I mean? But back then, I would say that because it was an addiction. But now
Mm-hmm.
I'm addicted, and now I'm addicted because of my own self. Because I did it to myself. I kicked myself in the ass for it, but I ain't gonna. I take accountability for everything I do.
Exactly,
I'm not
Blues
ashamed
Girl.
of it.
Exactly, Blues Girl.
But I need to make my chat bigger. I'm blind. I don't have my glasses. What'd she say?
Hold on. She said last time I was in a chat with those two, they said they were all about building up women and they don't, what is it? Don't use bad words. Well, ladies, we were a
Are you
long way
serious?
from that. Mm-hmm.
Are- Really? Well, that's what I just challenged Andrea. I want to know one thing that she's done good in this community. I want to know one person that she's helped. I want to know one thing that she's done positive. I'll wait, but I'm not holding my breath while I wait. But I'm waiting, you know. And I challenge her. I mean, I want you. I want you to face me on the panel. Come on, if you think that you're in the right, and I'm such a bad person, and all this stuff you're saying about me is true, why don't you get up here by yourself? Nobody else will be up here with us. Everybody will leave. Just me and you. Come on, Miss Bad Big Bad Billy Britches.
Here's the other thing I got to point out. If you had such an addiction and had such a problem and they were your friends, why didn't they intervene?
Right, right.
Because it didn't
Why,
exist.
why wasn't something said way back when Andrew didn't like me? I mean, why wasn't something said about it? Nothing said about it because I wasn't. And and they could have said something about it when we was on panel. When I went on there and said I took a Dilaudid because they gave me Dilaudid when I had my heart surgery and I had my the tube put in, and I had that ulcer surgery. And when I had that done, they gave me Dilaudid because I was in another state because Oklahoma don't give you good stuff, like that. Well, they gave me Gelada. Gelada makes me goofy as all get out. You think you're on? I felt like I was on cloud nine when I took it. I felt great, and that's all I was saying is I took one of those before I went home, so I feel good enough to stay there. Otherwise, I was too sick. I couldn't stay.
Mm-hmm.
But and then when I'd take one, I'd tell them I took one, so I'm gonna get goofy here in a little bit because I took a pill. Or if I smoked a joint before I go live, I tell them I'm honest. I'm open. I'm not ashamed of it. Don't care. Me and Pakistan, puff puff pass. It's legal. It's legal. Where I do it, it's legal. I ain't ever right to do it if I want to. God grew it in earth just like lettuce. anyway, anyway, I mean, but if anybody didn't get a chance to go listen to that live, I'm sure go listen to that live and her sitting up there, instead of her mouth going, her saying what she was twisting, she was feeding she was filtering it through her sick brain where she don't comprehend things correctly. It don't go through her brain correctly. So, and then it was coming, and then it was going. Um, she was telling her friend. So, and all she was doing is gaslighting her, making her mad, so she'd attack me. And that she would tell things and mouth off things that was not correct.
Well, here's an interesting perspective, right? For the last two panels that I've been on with you, right? You did most of the talking, right? You even said,
Yes,
Ginger, next time we're on panel, please talk more.
I know. I did.
And
I did. Man, I'm like, what the heck? No,
I
I
was
need
like,
you to talk.
it's your feelings. I was letting you get them out, and it was, and then you watch theirs, right? And I'm supposed to be off to the side, right? I'm just,
Yep.
I'm not. I'm supposed to keep my nose out of this. I know nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, but they were up there, and it was Andrea doing most of the talking, and it was
It was.
her hand. I don't care what anybody says. Her hand was up Mama's butt, going, tell him how good I am. Tell him I'm just a wonderful person. Tell him.
It just hurt me because when she said I'm just guiding her. I'm her mentor. Who the hell she thinks she is? Be anybody's mentor? What is she mentoring her to turn her to for hate? Because that's what she did. She uh she made her mad. Who does? I mean, that's not a mentor. A mentor is a
Talks
positive
people down.
person, you know. But she thinks it. I mean, uh, MKB's a grown woman. She's smart. She don't need a mentor. She don't need a negative mentor, especially one that's manipulative. And Mom knows best is smart, and I love her. She's got a big heart. And Mom knows best. Any negativity in here is off limits. She's off limits, and that's just the way it is for the time being. And um, me and her's not gonna talk to each other about Andrea. It's not gonna come out because I can't stand for Andrea to come out of her mouth. So we're not gonna talk about her, but we are not gonna be on YouTube together. That's just a done deal. I mean, that's it. That we're not gonna do. I'm not gonna.
I
That's just not
respect that.
happening. And and I know that everybody understands.
Well, I want to
I
tell
mean,
you,
because,
what I saw that was very contradictive, right? She was trying to
yeah.
say that you basically were trying to, you know, uh, boss Mama around and tell her who to like and what to do, while she was sitting
Mhm.
up there going, tell them about this, tell them
Right.
about that. How do
Right.
you, like
Right.
explain to them about this? And it was like,
Mhm.
boy, you just got done saying that Broken
Mhm.
did that, which we've never seen you do, while
Never.
she turned around and did that. I mean, it was
Mhm.
hilarious.
And she talks to a lot of people on the phone, and she interacts with a lot of people through, through the mail, and she interacts with a lot of people. She has a lot of close friends on here. I've never been jealous of any of them. Nobody, never would I. I wouldn't, and I'm not jealous of Andrea. It's not jealousy. It is Andrea being a snake going behind the thing, poking me and going to her and trying to get her to, just, just she's using her. That's what she's doing, and I hate it, and I don't want that. So, but Andrea, she's digging her own grave, and what told
Well,
me,
I'm just telling you, as many times as she made up and implied that you had a problem,
yeah,
uh, that, I mean, that
yeah,
whole live, yeah, that's defamation. That's
that.
defamation.
And that's what I said. That's defamation. If you don't think I can't prove it, that's defamation. I can prove it. And if she thinks that she can't, if I can't do something about it, she's sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. And which you don't bother me because I know me. I know I'm not. Everybody else knows I'm not. You know, you think that? I mean, here's my neighbor. She comes on my channel. She was in here.
Hmm.
She was in here on the phone when I was on the phone with my friend. She was in the background and she said something, mouthed off something. She said, "You shut the hell up," she told my neighbor that. I mean, my neighbor knows me. She wouldn't have took up for me if she thought I was a pillhead. I mean, somebody ain't gonna take up for me. I mean, she knows me. She knows how I talk about MKB, how I bragged about her. She knows how much I love MKB because she's with me. My neighbor's around me every day. She knows what I think about her, and that's why she came in there that night. It's because she knows me. She knows how much I love MKB. And, find all this out. And
And here, we also got to clear up that MKB did not give Andrea her wrench back. That
I
we
did.
were
I cleared that up. I did. I
okay.
did
Good,
that. I
good,
said that
because that was a
neither.
mix up. But
Yeah, I
here's the
thought
thing.
that she.
Here's what we do got to say though. Here's what we do got to say is you didn't take it, she didn't take it, and there's no way in hell Andrea could take it away from herself. Because even if
Right.
you unsubscribe from a channel, you still have a wrench there until it's
Mm-hmm.
taken away.
Right.
That's a
And she
fact.
told her. Well, she told her that she took it herself.
You
That's
can't.
why. I know, but she believed that. So anyway, but she also lied and said that she didn't go and block those people too.
Well,
You know,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The people that and it could be proven they were blocked because you go back to that live and there's people
yeah,
talking to people that aren't there
right.
because their
But I
messages.
know, but Mama Knows Best did not do that. She did not block those people. She did not do that. I believe that wholeheartedly.
But the people that did get blocked, we cannot definitively say Andrea did it, but it was all people that spoke no.
I can definitely say that Andrea did it. I
Okay,
know she did
but
it.
it was people that were speaking out against her and people who
In my
wanted you
opinion,
and Mama to make up. Those are the people that got blocked.
right, right,
So that their messages, even when you go back in, will not
yeah,
come back. Those
yeah,
things, those comments are gone forever,
yeah,
even after people are unblocked.
right.
So that just
And I
cleaned
think,
that all up,
yeah,
So there was not a bad word about Andrea in that
that's
from the
exact.
chat.
That's exactly what was. That's what she was doing. And you can't tell me. I know 100% it was her. Can't tell me no different because the way it was done, the way I saw it, the way it is. That's just the way it is. 100%. Couldn't be. It wasn't any of y'all, was it, Betty? Was it you, Betty? So you know, no, it wasn't. You know. Oh, I need. You know what? I need to do something that I've been meaning to do. I might get kicked off for just a second, okay, honey?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Talk to you later, bud. in my opinion, our smudge was blocking them because she's blocked Lycan before when he was here. Hmm. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm just saying, on the off chance that somebody else could have done it for her. But we saw her with a wrench in the box that says mods. So, whatever. Yeah, it is pretty obvious, but butter melt in the mouth and monotone and boring, just so you know. And I don't laugh. I'm not funny.
Okay. My back. My back.
Yep, you're back.
Okay. All right, AJ. Did you see what I did?
What did you do?
I gave her a wrench.
Oh, cool. Good.
Uh huh.
Thank.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You
Why
deserve that
not?
wrench, AJ.
Why not?
Yeah.
Pound that wrench. AJ.
There ain't nobody gonna tell me. Me and her's been friends for since a long time, very long time, way before. I
AJ's
mean,
always been good. AJ's always
I
been good to
wasn't.
me.
Well, I wasn't involved with that. I don't even know what took place in that, and I didn't get to know her because of that right there. I didn't. We got to know each other outside of that separately.
Yeah. Same
Had
thing.
nothing to do with that. And
Same
you
thing.
think because of that, uh, because of that, I'm going to drop her? There ain't no way. Why? Because
See,
some
I tend to
psycho
judge for
crazy
myself by
person?
people's actions, you know? And
Well,
the thing is, I ain't seen her do anything snaky. I've never seen her be nasty, nasty.
right.
So there's that.
And you know something else? This is something else that's impressive. Me and AJ, we ain't never talked. We ain't never talked about that person. But
No,
mate, we never interacted. We had never said anything back and forth about that
no.
person at all. We don't even talk about that. It ain't even part of our friendship. You know, and that's what kills me. For somebody that don't even support me to come call me all the time. I got cussed like a sailor. He called me blowjob more than what they did. You know what? It was funny too. I said, you know what? He's lost his marbles again. Swear to God. Some if they think some psycho's gonna be screaming at me, cussing at me, think that's gonna change my mind and turn against my friend. Oh my God. Boy, that's the way about going about it. Except then there's AJ that's respectful and sweet and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't even bring up that person. And she knows that man, I used to go over to that channel and
Uh-huh.
support it. She knew it and never said a word to me about it.
You know
Not
what? She doesn't
one word.
pressure and she doesn't push and she doesn't like go, oh my God, you talk to that
Yeah,
person or that
right.
person. You're horrible. She's never done that. She's
She
never
never asked.
tried to drag people in the middle of it. She keeps it
She
to
never
her.
asked me what I was doing there. Nothing.
Yeah. She doesn't put people in the middle. She doesn't
Mm-hmm.
expect people, she doesn't tell people to make a choice. You know, she voices what she wants to on her channel and how she feels. And, she keeps it to that and she doesn't bring it everywhere. See, that's what I respect about her is she doesn't bring it to every place.
Right.
She doesn't.
She
She
keeps
comes
it
in
right
and
there.
she talks about the topic. She's respectful.
Yes. And she keeps her her every what it is that is on her channel. I mean, she keeps it to her channel, to herself
Hmm.
over there.
She does that, and
And
see, that's etiquette. That's etiquette because she doesn't
yes,
bring it everywhere else.
yes.
And then, you know,
And I
that's
will go under those. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm
no. Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm not just um there at the end. I was the one doing all the talking all the time, so I'm sorry.
No, you're
But
fine.
um, I forgot what I was going to say now.
Oh my gosh.
I did. We do that all the time, don't we?
Yes, we
We have to
do.
wait.
Oh,
But we
shiny
are getting older.
squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's a good. Hey, that's a good merch. Squirrel.
yeah. No, okay, little boss told anyone who to have it in their chats. I just leave and can block. Yeah, they do make up eventually. But yeah, I mean, you see, I know that's one thing about me though that you're gonna find. If I have fallen out with somebody, uh, it's for a good reason, and I usually don't go back. And I'm not talking about like falling out me and Ginger had, or I'm
For
not talking
five
about.
minutes.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the little things, like bickering, just miscommunication, just stupid stuff that we might get mad at each other about, because I can straighten that out. I'm talking about if somebody does something to me, uh, I don't go back. I mean, and it it's hard to go back once somebody has done something that's so horrible. But and I forgave Boots, but because I'm gonna tell y'all, Boots genuinely come to me and begged for my forgiveness and told me the truth about why she did it. And and then
That took some
for
guts.
yeah, and I forgave her. And I care about her, and she's been worried about me lately. Called me every day, worried about me. She called me crying the first night, worried that I was just going to be smashed. Picking that somebody's gonna be had to pick me up off the floor because of what was happening. But that's not the case. I'm not one that has to be picked up off the floor. I
Right?
keep myself up off the floor. I watch people. I'm not stupid. I was sick and I was keeping but I was watching. I was watching
Yeah, but when you're sick, you don't have the energy to deal with that kind of crap.
to fight it. I don't have enough. Oh, somebody, see there. Is somebody else backstage? Okay. It's the little thing come back up again. Here, Kelly's supposed to come up here and talk about the game. I want her to do that. But man, I want people to go look at that live. I mean, that really shows who.
I
I
don't
mean,
even.
this person
I don't think
is
Betty
so
was around at that point. You Betty, I
rich.
don't think you were around when Broken and I were not talking for what, 2 months maybe. But it wasn't.
Yeah,
It was just, and it was something somebody stirred up, and then I
yeah.
explained. Yeah, here's the thing. If ever there was a misunderstanding, I had no problem coming up and talking and hashing it out. No
Uh,
problem. You notice that somebody else doesn't do that. Hmm.
yeah. And I
Um.
didn't. And funny thing about it is, I didn't know. I didn't really know that we were that there was a problem until
Mhm.
somebody waited, and then they uh told me something that made me mad at Ginger, and then I started mouthing off. I got mad and started mouthing off to Ginger, and she come right up there on panel with me.
And I said,
And
okay,
then,
what do you want to know? Yeah.
yeah,
What do you want to know? And then I told you flat out what happened. And you're like, oh, okay.
I flat asked you to. I forgot even what it was. Do you know it?
And, it, and
I
then,
can't
it,
even.
then it was like, boom, I answered you so fast. You're like,
You
you didn't
sure
have time to
did.
make anything up.
Right. Yeah, you sure did answer me. And
And that's what you're like, you better, because you're like, Don't lie
Yep.
to me. You know how you hate lie when people lie
Right.
to you. And I'm like, girl, you don't have to worry about that.
Right. And she just flat out, and you know what? I've done that. I've asked people questions before like that. I said, I want you to answer this question for me. And they will go all the way around it. You never get an answer. And they never tell you the truth if they did answer it, you
Yep.
know? Because
And
I'm
I flat
one,
out, boom, what do you want to know? Boom,
I
this is
am one,
this.
I am so terrible because when somebody does something, I want some answers. I want to know why,
And I'm
you
not
know?
afraid to give the answers.
Right. And that's why I mean, that impressed
Even
me because,
if you're angry, I'll tell you the answers because
right,
to me that alleviates the person's anxiety. It
right,
alleviates the problem. It
right,
makes right. I'm not afraid to face somebody like that. Like, okay,
yeah,
this is the situation. But if it's here's the thing, if it's someone making up just stupid drama, right? And then
right,
they're like, get up here, explain yourself. I don't even waste my
yeah,
time on them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But if
But
it's
I got
someone,
gaslit.
yeah, like if
I
it's a
got,
stranger going, hey, I got a
yeah,
problem with you. What's your problem? You were
yeah,
seen in this chat. I
yeah.
don't have to fucking explain where I go. You know?
hmm Yeah, but I got gaslit. And then by the
Mhm.
time that me and Ginger uh started talking, as soon as she answered my question, me and her just started talking, and that just went out of me, and just me and her just started talking like, everything was just fine after that. I mean, it was not. We just let it, and it was crazy.
And well,
But
the thing is, it was a known sub that shit stirs all around.
right,
And then
right,
it's like this person's still at it with different groups stirring
yeah,
stuff. So it's a pattern for that person. So it's
yeah,
like you just got to learn to just not listen to that person. I don't
yeah.
like really.
And I too, and I mean, like, I've always hung around people, like that's like minded, like in true crime.
Yep.
That you're going people that like me and Alex, we agree on. We have the same um ideas and stuff about true crime and stuff like that, and we don't always agree about what we think took place,
Yeah.
but in general, we have the
hmm
same standards and stuff about it, and
the
or like
same process,
right,
like the
like
same steps and thinking
right,
patterns, but you're going to
like
come
I'm
to
not
a
going.
different conclusion sometimes because you're different people
Mhm.
with different experiences and
Right.
perspectives,
But you're
but you
not going to
still
sit with
respect people.
somebody
Yeah.
like on the Watts, when the Watts case going on. Like, I'm not going to go in like, somebody over here is not going to go up there and be best friends with Miss Mensa, grow and be a part of that and agree with that too. They're not going to do that. I mean, how could they? I went over there to Miss Mensa's, and people will tell you I went over to Miss Mensa's. That's how met Melissa Jade. But
hmm
I went over there to challenge her, and they liked me up there with her, challenging her, and so I got to be up there, for probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. But it was to go against what she was saying. I was debunking everything that's what she was saying about Chanel, and I wasn't scared of her. So it did make me cry because of how that our community couldn't come together and do anything positive. You know,
Yep. Oh shoot!
but
I guess we should address. We got addressed part of the title, which was manipulation, but the
yeah.
other part is dog whistling,
hmm
and yeah, what that is. Does
Uh,
everybody know what dog whistling is? If you don't,
I do. I do. I know what. I mean, I know what it is.
it's basically when people are doing coded things like um, making passive aggressive remarks, making little nasty jokes here and there, poking at people and then making it look like it's funny. And then, knowing that it's going to annoy that person or knowing
hmm
what they're doing. And then they do
hmm
it to get a reaction out of that person. so that they could be the good person.
Hmm.
When that
And
person
it, and
reacts, oh my God, it was just a joke. Oh my
and
gosh, I didn't mean it that way. That's dog whistling at its
and if they
finest.
can accomplish, and that they
A
have a
goal.
plan in motion, a goal, and they can accomplish that goal without it looking like they had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
That
Looking like they
that
did anything, they come off as the poor victim.
right,
Yeah.
right. They can be the one that walks away looking like sunshine and flowers, and the other one walks away looking like the losers that they want them to look like.
Yes. And when your dog whistled for a year,
Right.
it gets to
Um,
you.
and the thing about it is, um, they get away with it because people aren't. People don't know how to. You would have to um, just hyper focus on it to even see it
or
at all
or it's an inside thing. It's an
behind
inside,
the
like,
scene. Yeah, behind the scenes, and so uh, when it's partly behind the scenes, partly in public, it's hard to figure out what's really going on.
yeah,
And
exactly.
confusion. They put a lot of confusion.
And
Um,
then
they
yeah,
add
they
the
confuse you.
confusion.
And then when you say anything, you get gaslit.
Um, but
Yeah,
they keep
you're the
they
crazy
keep
one.
people they keep people their people confused so that when they come on their lives and speak, they speak intelligently, like that they know what they're talking about because they're the ones that created it. And of course, they're going to sound like that they are smart and everything because this is they look smarter and everybody looks up to them and go, oh my God, she's got it figured out, and we're all
And I tell
confused.
you
And
what, they usually have a notebook in front of them with it all written out.
you know, and she's straightening it out for us. What a wonderful person that is for doing this for us. And so they believe them without any backup proof, anything. They believe this person because that person relieved their confusion, you know, and so that's the person they're going to go with. But what is happening is this person has twisted things into their narrative so that these people believe their for their part of it, what they want them to believe, and then the truth,
Mhm.
no matter what you do, they won't ever believe it. And that's why they will go after and the mob mentality and from all different directions, from all different views, from all different opinions that has been twisted to hell and back. And there's this one person that don't deserve this because almost I'd say 60% of it is people just don't like someone, so they start something on somebody innocent and do this, and people fall for it every time. And the thing about this situation that we got going here now is that
Yep.
there
Well,
is no
here's
there's
the thing. Blues Girl and I, the night that we went through this, Pocket Sand was against us because she was listening to what Andrea said and not reading what we were saying, because we were like, we were saying is we agree that children shouldn't be brought up. But the thing is that the situation was worse because she was bringing children up and and showing the post, which re-victimizes the victim. That's what we were trying to
right.
say, is
Yeah.
if you're trying to make a point, showing that is not a good idea, and then
Mhm.
being vindictive about it because you're angry with the that person that you're going against, and then you
Mhm.
say, oh, but she
Hello,
didn't
Cat
even
Sister.
thank me when I defended her. So did she have to thank you and that's what you're angry about? Or you see what I mean? It
right.
it's fine manipulation, gaslighting, and there was an agenda there. Okay. And we were just stating that, you don't want to get in a war with these people.
Right.
It's, I mean,
But,
because it's between them. It's not
right.
her, it wasn't her place.
Right.
And I mean, she was saying things out loud that I wasn't even saying in the chat. Oh, you
Right.
said this. And I was like, I didn't say
Mhm,
that, you know?
mhm.
And
Right.
the chat was going so fast that they just believed whatever she said,
Yeah.
you know?
And
And then Mama was just yelling at us and no, that's not what we're saying. Finally, we gave up.
I didn't see, and I didn't know about it. See, that's how.
And then we
Okay,
were
here we go.
blocked. So here's the thing, we were blocked. So our messages disappeared. So we couldn't be able to
Mhm.
prove that we
But
weren't saying what she was saying we were saying. You see what I mean? She's
yep.
very good at that. It's a
But you see how.
tactic.
But you see how out of the circle I am. How they don't talk to me about anything. I
Mhm.
didn't know nothing about that. I didn't know that y'all that happened. Nobody told me nothing. And they keep stuff quiet like that from me because they knew that it was you, and they knew that I
Well,
wouldn't tolerate them.
they were
They
saying
know
we
how I
were
felt about you.
well, here's the thing. They were saying I was coming in hot and all I had said was, "Oh," she said, "Oh, so you agree with children being brought into it?" And I said, "No, I don't." "Yes, that's what you said." And I'm like, "No, that's not what I said. I don't agree with that. I'm agreeing with
Hmm.
you. Why are you arguing with me?"
Right.
But
And say,
they were
but,
arguing, and we were on that it wasn't right.
hmm.
And I
Well,
said, I
they
think
knew
you're
that I
getting
would
this
have threw a
messed
big
up. And
fit.
she goes, you see how she uses words and twists them? And I'm like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Because I was agreeing with her and she was saying I
Hmm.
wasn't agreeing with her. And everybody just followed
Yeah.
along and thought I said I wasn't agreeing with her. It was really weird. It's like she was looking to pick a fight.
Yeah. See, and they knew that not to. They purposely kept it from me because I don't go over there and watch their lives. I go in there and I say hi and I leave. But they knew that I wouldn't tolerate that crap. I mean, because it's you. I mean, that because I would have said something. I would have made a big deal out of that too. You know, and just like
And I
this.
agree. I
But,
agree, Pocket. That's the thing. What I was saying, all I was saying that night was that it would get worse because she was showing it. What I was concerned about is she was showing the post. I was trying to tell Andrea you could possibly draw, that the car might get
hmm.
mad at you for posting that again. You know,
Hmm.
I was trying to
See,
tell her you could get yourself in a lot of hot water doing that. But yes,
uh,
you know.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that they turned on Pocket Sand. You know, and I was shocked when I heard that. Nobody tells me that. I have to find out down the line somewhere. Nobody tells me. See, I'm not. Nobody tells me nothing.
And that's the thing. We weren't trying to make excuses for TT Pocket. We weren't. What we were saying is that it's a long history with them, and that's a long how do
What?
we were trying to explain that there's a long history between them two, and you don't want to get in the middle of that. Is what I said. That wasn't me. I wasn't trying to make excuses for her. It was like that's a long history between those two of going back and
Oh, you
forth,
mean? Oh, you
and you
mean
don't want
TT
to get
putting
in that.
that out? What do you mean TT putting out
Mm-hmm.
stuff?
At
Yeah,
that time, okay,
yeah,
at that time, what had happened is they had just talked about TT's daughter. So then
right,
TT posted a situation about the DeLorean's daughter. And those
right.
are, so I wasn't
Yeah,
making
they go.
excuses. I was saying, don't get in
Yeah,
the middle of the fight between them.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
draw
Because
the, I was like,
that
because
goes.
you're going to draw both, because what would happen is she could have possibly drawn um, bad vibes from both of them and making
It
a
will. It just goes deeper. It just goes deeper than that with them two, and it's just best to let them fight that out themselves because
Yes.
I mean, because it is, it, it's just real sad to me.
Between TT and the DeLorean, yeah, stay out of
Yeah,
that. Stay out of that
it,
mess. Is all
it's just
we're like,
sad.
dude, you
It's
don't want to
sad.
get involved in that. And
Yeah,
because you could draw the ire of both of them, is what,
yeah. Because,
and that's not a good idea.
yeah, people just, I mean, yeah, people don't get, we just let them deal with that themselves because, um, uh, the anger there is just so deep, and it's just real sad. I wish that they weren't, it
Was it
wasn't
about
so
Moons?
angry.
I don't know. That was
Yeah,
almost a year
well,
ago.
well, it went both ways. I mean, okay, yeah, um, yeah, it was Moons. The last one was Moons. I mean, it wasn't Lindsay. It was Lindsay and TT had problems too, and they went theirs is deep, and then Moons and TT's got out of hand.
Yeah, that
You
too.
know,
It's like those are, but that's
yeah,
where we're basically saying you don't want to get in the middle of these people fighting.
because they do it to each other. They will do anything. They get out of hand, and
And you
you
could
can't
be,
stop them.
and that's the thing. They could have been collateral damage, damage from doing
Yeah,
that. And,
yeah,
you know,
and they have those people up there that get off on them doing it. That like watching it and like watching them do. Get nasty and go and really hit rock bottom with the real life and all that. But I
hey,
think TT
um,
realized. I think what?
give BB a wrench.
Okay, you'll lose me again. Okay, you hear me?
Huh?
You'll lose me again. So talk. So I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Okay. No excuse for, yeah, you did keep reiterating that there was no excuse for any of it. And we disagreed with that happening. We said that repeatedly. We did, Blues. But but Andrew was saying that we were saying the opposite. And we're like, you're twisted. Don't get it twisted. You're twisting our words. So that it sounded like we were, and then it sounded like we were doing something we weren't doing. And then she banned us so that it would delete and nobody would know the difference and think that we were all for bringing kids in and all that crap. So that was just ridiculous. You can't see her. She's right above you. She's here. Night, the seventh hour. Thanks for stopping by. So that's BB. Yeah, me too. Blues. I'm done with all of them. That's just too much. We're not. Neither one of us are into that whole thing. The back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I did
No,
not
we ain't
leave
got time
you.
for that.
Oh, there's Baby. Okay, I'm going to give it to her. I looked for her. I couldn't find her.
That's weird because she's in there. She's in the chat. She commented like 5 times while you were going paging BB. She was right there. Uh, uh, Pockets in. Goes, was she blocked by asthma? Oh my goodness.
So see, this didn't turn out so bad after all.
That's okay because I think he can go back in after the live and he can mod her that way.
No, she's modded. Look, I did it. I
You
didn't. You
did?
didn't even lose me. Yeah, you didn't even lose me.
You got
Dig
it.
that.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah,
She got you. She tracked you down.
I know. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we just want we just, Andrew. I don't know. Then people, and then after that live the other night, then they went after me and Ginger really bad. We got things made about us and all kinds of stuff. It's all our fault. Everything terrible. And and they think that Ginger should have stepped down and me be up here by myself. Uh, I wanted Ginger up here. Ginger's the best person that could have been up here with me. She's on. She's the one I trust. Why would I not want somebody I trust up here next to me?
Well, I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
here's the thing. It's like, what did she? You to
I
be up here,
know.
but up by yourself, so that you could be backed into a corner.
Right. Right.
Um, I
Right.
guess.
And it kept me focused. I had to be focused because because the way they twist things, and
Mhm.
that's the thing. They had not been able to twist this because everybody sees it for what it is, and it hasn't been able to be twisted. But on that live the other night, Andrea twisted it. She took that first live that we did, and everything that we said, she would repeat it in her and twist it into
Trying to
something
change the words
nasty,
around. Yeah.
and something too nasty, saying that I said that that MKB forced me to take those pills just to go live with her. And then she made it sound like that I was, and then Andrea said, she is blaming you because she is a pillhead. That's what she said. And so, of course, that's going to make light your friend up. If that, but that's what she believed because that's what Andrea said. That's how Andrea wanted her to look at it.
Hmm.
And that's not what I said. I said, I was so sick I had to take sometimes I'd take one sometimes I had to take an extra one but just to stay up there because I was so sick.
I know. But what also is funny was listening to her say, you know, here, I'm going to play it for you. And then she'd play it and then twist the words around right after she played it.
Right.
It's like, really?
Oh, I'm like I'm like
Okay. She
and
she
I was
always
just
says she's good at using people's words against them, but no, she
no,
uses her words against the people after
yeah,
she
yeah.
restructures a sentence. Notice how she does that. She'll restructure the sentence to
Yes, that's it.
fit her narrative.
Yes. Hi Kelly. I'm not
Hey,
able to come up. I got a call from work and I'm dealing with that right now. Okay. All right. Um okay. So can you come up like next time and we'll talk about the game? That would be real cool. I'll call you in between now and then, okay, honey? And then you can, because you're going to teach me that game. Okay. Yeah, share the link if you want to.
yeah,
Thank
that'd
you.
be cool. You're a lifesaver,
Thank
Kelly.
you. And yeah, Kelly, I'll send you the money for them too. And that was a mistake too. On her thinking that she paid for StreamYard for me, she never paid my. I paid $25 a month for mine, but we used hers. She paid $10 a month for hers, and I didn't pay her the half of the $10.
Yeah.
So
But
that's the
you
way
were
that
already
happened.
paying 25 a month for yours, so.
Yeah, but that's the way that happened. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? So, and I told her if she wanted that, if she wanted half of those $10 all those months, I'd give it to her. So that's that. I mean, we just
Right.
had a lot of things that were said that was not correct. So, you know, and that one thing I said that was not correct. I mean, I've corrected things that I said that was not correct, which was only
Hmm.
what one, two,
Yeah,
because,
we did.
because
We admitted where we were wrong and we got it wrong,
right,
you know?
right. And I'm going, oh, well, thank you, Kelly. You're so sweet. She's donated to them to the channel, y'all. The game, those 2 games she paid for. Okay, and so I'll get right on it, guys. I promise. And we're gonna do it like quick. Ginger's gonna help me, aren't you, Ginger? Because I'm rum dum on some things. I need a charger, y'all. My phone's fixing to die. And y'all have taken
Okay.
all the chargers. The guys are in the kitchen. They've taken all the chargers. You better hurry up. My phone's fixing to die. I want to murder my husband, y'all. I mean, not literally. They'll have that clipped. Look. He hit himself in the head. They'll clip that part, won't they, Ginger?
Right.
But yeah,
Oh,
I was told that.
that's the other thing that happened. The reason I left for a while there after that debacle was because I told they made like Ginger said she's not coming because all that. I had told her that I didn't feel comfortable and I didn't want to distract, and that's what I told her. I said I won't come
Hmm.
in until everything settles down because I do not want to distract from whatever topic you have going.
And I
You
didn't know
know,
what text going on. See, nobody told me.
and then
Everybody
they
else.
yeah. That's why I said I don't want to do that because I don't want to distract from what they already had going, like whatever they would have going.
Yeah,
So
right,
yeah,
right. And I don't care. I mean, I didn't care if you distracted mine. You know that. See, that was the deal with me. I think that's why they hid a lot of things from me. I mean, didn't tell me. They didn't hide them. They just didn't tell me. It's because they knew that I was not going to agree with it. I mean, I would thrust it the other direction.
but the thing is, I didn't. I was not going to involve you. You had
Yeah.
nothing to do with it. You know.
I just think that I'm a different person, a totally opposite different person than Andrea, and that made and she can't coincide with someone like that. Somebody
You
that's
have to
going
do
to
everything her way. You have to think her way. Yeah.
right. And
It,
if you're gonna if you're gonna if you're gonna say no, I don't. That's not right. No, you know what I mean.
then
If
the jabs come. Then the jabs come.
right, then they aren't gonna want to sit with that person. You know, if you're opinionated, because I am, very opinionated. I am. I have my opinion, but I think there's just standards and morals that you live by. That's basic ones. I mean, everybody has kind of like the basic uh, set of rules. I mean, you know, their boundaries are different, but I don't know. And then there's some people that their minds are they just don't think their morals and stuff are twisted, and the
Well,
things that they think.
and here's the thing. Why did my sex life have to keep getting brought up? Right? I mean,
Right?
what? Why?
Can you
Oh,
blame
I think
that?
Kate Ginger needs to go give her husband a blowjob instead of being like,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Seriously, at least I have a husband, and I've
right.
had the same husband for 32 years. Can you say
Yeah,
that same?
yeah,
Obviously, I'm keeping him pretty damn happy. Okay, but I don't
yeah,
have to go into details.
yeah. I know. I was listening to y'all at Barb's and Toxicities, the other night, and y'all were talking about all the years. I was listening to all the years that everybody's been together. Everybody's was married for a long time, you
Yeah,
know,
it was like,
and
well, I've been on the same man for that long. I mean, mm.
mhm. Yeah, we've been married. Let's see, we've been married 24 years, almost 25, and been together,
BB
I guess,
out there,
almost
BB's
27.
been married way longer than me. I think it's like
I,
38 years or something. I'm like, girl, you my hero.
married longer than that. I mean, there was another one. BB, that's. I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, we've been together about 27 years, and then yeah, but yeah, I mean, and then she don't even have. I just don't even want to. She's taught, and she said I didn't have a life. No, I guess not. I almost didn't have one.
No, oh my gosh, I know. It's like,
No, I almost
yeah, I mean,
didn't.
I'm out like all, I mean, I'm driving people around all day. I'm freaking running
Yeah,
errands. I'm taking my husband to the doctors. I'm, going to the doctor myself,
yeah.
taking my kids to appointments. I mean, doing my gardening, my yard
Mhm.
work. I also make bracelets. And I bake a lot. You see that because I put
Yeah.
that out
Oh, I
there.
know.
And it's
Look,
like,
Kelly's
do you think
32 years. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
no, you're fine. I'm like, I think I have quite a full life, and it's not on YouTube.
You do. You do. And just, and I mean, I have not had to do much, because I've been so sick. I mean, I've
Uh-huh.
had all the time in the world, but I didn't spend it on, you noticed I've been absent. I hadn't
Yeah,
been doing labs or nothing
yeah.
and
I'm
I've been
thinking.
able to.
I wasn't on a
I've been,
whole lot until recently,
yeah,
and I wouldn't even consider that a whole lot.
yeah,
But and if I am on YouTube, I'm watching
yeah,
like other like bigger creators and
yeah,
their
yeah.
cast because
Well,
I
when,
find a lot of people interesting.
yeah, and I do. I mean, I watch a lot of different things too, and I mean, it's like, but and when I am on here, I listen to things I'm interested in, and I've been listening to Barb them, I went and started listening to them and stuff, but and I do get involved in stuff, but I get involved because it's something that I believe, that I believe that I should, and the reason that we went after Noodle Mash to begin with, it was just because of the mental health thing, you can't, she would, I mean, you just can't claim to have mental health problems and then go after people that have them and cause them to blow up and then come back at you and then you run and hide and say you have breakdowns and stuff and use it. I mean, that's what that live was about, was bullies and people going after you. Need to stop going after, leave these people alone. You know what I mean? That it wasn't
Yeah.
right. And it's not right to have a stalking order and be stalking that person. I mean, and just pushing them and poking them, just poking people. And that's what that was about. And that's what started it. And she said I was going after her months before that. No, I wasn't. If she did something and I didn't like it, I'd make a little, I'd comment under it. Every once, I think one time before that that we did that video, you know, and we did it because of that, you know, and then the meme got made, and then that ticked her off. And then she said that she made that one about my husband, and she said that I really did think that was her husband. I'm not stupid. I know what my husband looks like. Come on. That was the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life, to say that I really thought that was her husband, my husband. I didn't care. That stuff don't bother me. She can make them memes and do all that stuff all day long. I don't care. But
That's
and
what's
then
so
she went
funny.
out.
Here's the thing. This isn't about jealousy. On your end, it's just, hey, I'm setting clear boundaries because this person is treating me this way. That's all it
Right.
is. It's not a jealousy issue. It's
Yeah.
why are you supporting
Yeah.
someone doing this to me if you're my friend? That's all you were trying to establish.
I
That's it.
I didn't. I did not agree with that behavior, and I could not sit back and just say that behavior is okay, because I'm not like that. I am a loudmouth, abrasive, opinionated bitch, and if I see something going on that I don't feel like that is right, and I can't sit with it, then I'm going to say something about it. I'm going to do
See, and
something.
that's it. You say, "Hey, I'm an abrasive, opinionated bitch." I sit there and go, "Hey, I'm perfectly capable of being an a-hole on here. I own it.
Yeah, yeah,
I try to be positive, but I know that I
yeah.
can be an a-hole sometimes. We
But
admit these things. We say, "Hey, we have these faults." You don't see Andrea doing
mhm,
that. She's like, "No, I'm the best person ever, and
right.
I'm so good."
But I can be sweet. But I'm good to my people. I'm good to you as long as you're good to me. See, that's the deal. I'm loyal.
Hmm.
When I say something, I mean it. When I say I don't put our private out stuff out private, I don't. When I say what you tell me goes no further than me, I mean it. and I'd go to my grave meaning it,
Yep.
you know? And Dorothy, I have all kinds of private stuff on that about Dorothy. I never put a not one drop of it out, and never would. But it don't mean I don't got it. You know, I'm just not dirty that way. I believe, I believe I have my morals and standards, and people are learning on here that I do, and I stick with them, and I am not going to waver from that, and I don't care. And I felt like that I was having to, uh, um, I was changing. I mean, I was just sitting. Well, I wasn't changing. I was just sitting back and just being a doormat and just
Hmm.
letting it happen and letting it happen and letting it happen until I got strong enough and I said, no, I'm not letting this happen no more. It's wrong. And I don't feel bad. I did the
And
right
that,
thing.
yeah, that's what's so funny. They keep pushing that it was just that one comment, but they forget that the comments were always coming. The jabs were always coming.
Oh, yeah.
These little, and it adds up after so long. And that's
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
dog whistling, and the constant poke, 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 poke.
Telling me I was delusional, and, you
Well,
know,
that's gaslighting. When they tell you you're delusional, that
mhm,
you're being gaslit. Yeah.
right. But the
But
thing about it is,
but but
I'm
I'm the but I'm the professional gaslighter. Okay.
I'm okay, but uh, I just did. I think that well, what what she's mad about. This is what she's mad about. She's mad about because I didn't keep my mouth shut and let her continue to do it. That's what the deal is. I went public. See, I went public and blew this up. I should have never. I should have never brought this to the surface. I should have never said a word. Uh, I started this. That's what they said because I brought it out. I brought it out and then I keep it going. I'm keeping it going. They want me to shut my mouth and stop telling, they don't, it's pathetic. But, oh,
Because when you come out with it, you tarnish princess's reputation.
right. And thing about it is, and then, um, when she goes live, it's just a bunch of lies. And everybody knows it is. And thing
Well,
about it is,
here, here's an example. What about when she did that live on GW about genital warts and how stupid she was, and how she was trying to kill Jamie with them? I mean, yet that didn't happen. I mean,
no,
history's being
no,
rewritten. I mean, nobody agreed with that.
I would never, I'd never do anything like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was
That's
nuts.
just
You weren't
me.
there that night. I was like, oh my God, she's going there? You know, it's nuts. It's all nuts.
Sorry,
No, you're fine, honey.
my esophagus is like really sore. Like,
Well, yeah, you just had surgery on it yesterday.
yeah, I tried to smoke a cigarette. Well, that was bad. But, yeah. And I just couldn't. I didn't even have anything. I ran out of things to talk about because there wasn't nothing to talk about. Because,
Yeah.
it's just, if you're not, because it, people want to bash people. They just want to go back and forth, back and forth. And, I mean, and right now, I think, I mean, right now to me, it's kind of funny in a way. You gotta laugh about it, y'all, because I'm just really wanting to. I want to see what's next.
And
What's
but
next?
there's the funny thing, think about this. Think about this. Her poking and pushing for the whole
Sorry, guys.
you're an addict thing was a way to discredit you, so that
I
whatever
know it.
you said was wrong.
Uh huh. Uh
You know,
huh.
and how many times do you see this out here? Oh, so and so's this
Mhm.
and so is that,
Right.
in order to discredit people. It's just
Right.
messed up.
I'm proud of you, Kelly. 149 days, no cigarettes. Man,
Oh, Kelly, you're my
Kelly,
hero.
if I could do that, I wish I could do that, man. I did. I took a drink of something. It's just, well, I'm telling you. Well, but yeah, and I did say, I wanted to know because I felt bad. I mean, because I wanted to know how she felt about. Because I went over there and I looked at her chat and I said, "How did it feel? You sitting over there and you look down in your chat and how many of your people that you love that love you, how many of them are there?" I said, "How did that make you feel?" I said, that tells me you don't belong there. You know, there was two, but one left. But I mean, you know, because this is not about MKB. I love her. I didn't want her involved with this. I try to keep her out of the middle. I did, just but we have agreed. This is what's happening. She's stepping aside. She says she is, and that is not. She's not involved with this anymore. This is between me and Andrea and the community of who she's done this to. Like Blues Girl, she's done something to her. I mean, she's done something to um, Ginger. Look around. Granny's watching. She just goes from one person to the next person. She's done this stuff to these people, and then acts like she's the only smart one with the head on her shoulders, and everybody
Okay,
else is
okay.
crazy.
And she's not snaky, but one of the first things she did was the tape with Noodle Mash. Then she took screenshots on Hot Mic. Remember the Hot Mic incident where she
Yep.
took screenshots of the back chat um, and had screenshots of the back chat, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Right.
That's legitimate. And oh yeah, Yeesh.
And
Go on.
well, um, yeah, that deal. I didn't know that she took those screenshots. But, I mean, but her explanation was that I don't know what it was.
Something about
I can't
oh she
remember.
didn't know what was going on and wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah, so she took the screenshot. But there wasn't nothing back there really. I mean, there wasn't
I
nothing
don't
really
even
back
know,
there.
and I don't whatever it
Well, there wasn't
is.
nothing back there. And Boots was the only one that ever tried to talk back there. And that was a setup deal too. That whole deal was a setup. I'm not stupid. I laughed my ass off. I said, "This is the worst setup. I mean, looking setup that I've ever seen in my life. The way they set that up. I mean, come on, that was crazy. Why come in alive to do what they did? Would have done it behind in secret. I mean, come on, that's just stupid." I
Well, you
said,
know
"Y'all
what's so
crazy."
funny is like that was before Andrea and her lost their channels too.
Right. That was when I first started going up on panel with them. And Andrea, that's when I first. I mean, that's the first time I seen Andrea. Because I was new over there. And I was going to tell Barb today, and I forgot. Darn it! But I know she'll take this as a joke. Y'all know that this is all Barb's fault. Period. Right? Y'all do know that, right? Because Barb kicked me to the curb. See, and if she hadn't kicked me to the curb, I wouldn't have went over there and even met any of these people to even done this. I'm teasing really bad. I'm just teasing you, Barb. I had to do that because I mean, I'm making light out of all of it. We've been joking about it. Don't take it the wrong way. I hope you take it funny, but I know she will because she jokes around all the time. But yeah, that's how I found her. I was lost, so I wandered over there and started hyping on her panels, and then voices, come up on her panel, and and what she would come in there and say the most disgusting, vile things, and then she would get, uh, and that was partly, I think, why the channel got taken is because of all the things that Voices was saying on there, and and then she wouldn't say those kind of things on her, um, and then she wouldn't say those things, on her own channel, go over there and act like she's Miss Sweetheart of the Year. That just killed me too. But and then what got me? Here's what got me. Okay, I didn't know that Boots had that managers thing where she could bring people up on panel, and they knew that Boots wasn't allowed. I mean, that Voices wasn't allowed on my panel anymore, no matter what. And then she brings her up on my panel. That's so disrespectful. That man, I just tell you, that just tore me up. That got me right there. Listen, Toxicity says, she said, "Yep, it's all Bard's fault." I know Toxicity. See, me and Toxicity were fixing to get together and we was doing this round. We was going to do this round table thing. Now you can do this round table thing with me, Toxicity. Can't she, Ginger?
Right? Yes.
Yep, Ginger will do it. But
Oh,
see, when I left, when all that went down with Barb's channel, um, I kind of lost Toxicity in the mix of it too. But I really, I just love Barb, and I was just protecting Barb. That's all that I ever did. And Barb knows it too. She knows it. And I cried for like 2 weeks over that. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Barb Channel was my home. You know what I mean? When you find somewhere that it feels like your home, where you belong.
oh my God, Daria.
What'd she say?
Here, she says, "Oh, why did Andrea mom employ herself as MKB's life coach?"
I know, right?
Oh my
No, but
goodness.
the thing about it is, she's one of these people that um that go to a company and they're not hired, but they you know go in there and try to do the work anyway. Even though that nobody wants them there. You know, they want to go in there and act like the boss. You know, and they don't even work there. Nobody wants them there.
Walk into the YMCA and say, "I'm your instructor now."
Right? No, she is a. She just likes to guide people and in the direction that they should be going in. And
That would be
she's a mentor. She's a mentor. What would you describe? I mean, what would you say? Um, Not her kind of mentor, but as just what would you say a mentor means? As
a
far as
mentor
if
is
you're a
somebody who's
mentor,
actually experienced and guides people, but they don't tell people what to do and what to say. They just give them general ideas. This is how I do something, you know, this is what works for me. They don't sit there and say, you must do it this way.
but
Or
how do people get labels? How do they get the title mentor? I can tell you. I know that.
they go through
I bet that.
training.
Well, but the main way that people before training and all that, someone that they helped, that they guided in the right direction and made them successful, and they look back at that person and said and tell people that was my mentor.
Exactly. Yeah.
That you know because they lead by example. They
Hmm.
show that they're mentors. They the positive, the encouragement. You know, do anything to help. And let me tell you, I'm going to tell this because this is not this is not private between me and MKB. This is something private. I mean that. I mean not. It's not really private. It's just that we were trying to get MKB's channel back, and in the appeal, you have to word it a certain way. Well, um, I'd never done that before, and so I didn't know the verbiage to use and how. to do it. And um, I hadn't went to Alex Erickson them yet, because I was trying to handle, trying to figure it out on my own. But Andrea had already done it, so she knew the verbiage, and she knew she'd already sent hers in. And so we, I tell, we contact her and try to get her to get that and just change, the name for it, or just send it to us so that we could use her verbiage, right, to help MKB bring her channel back. And she got mad because we kept asking her, because we asked her to help us. She did send it to us finally, but she got mad because, she didn't even care. That was the first sign that I saw that she didn't give a shit about, you know,
Yes, I love that. I'm her
and
mentor. I give her guidance.
right, right,
Tell them I give you guidance. Tell them I give you guidance.
right. It's like Ginger say up here going, tell them I'm nice to you. Tell them I'm nice to you.
That's right. Tell
I mean,
tell
like,
everybody how wonderful I
and
am. Tell them how
why would you
wonderful I am.
have, right? Why would you have to do that if, um, don't people see how nice Ginger is to me? Don't people see how nice I am to Ginger? I mean, cannot people see that?
We don't need to freaking toot our own
Yeah.
horns.
No,
Like,
exactly. Who does it? And when they explain
insecurity.
how good they are, and what how they try to be, and how they try to be fair, and why do you have to why do you have to explain yourself and tell people how you are? I mean, what's the deal with that? I mean,
And
can't
I
people
think
see
it's
how
like
you are?
because it's I guess insecurity or maybe trying to pound it in people's head that that she's wonderful. I mean, I don't know.
It's because they know that their actions does not show
Hmm.
that's who they are. So they're trying to convince people that's who they are. Because
Hmm.
by their actions, that shows that they're somebody else. I mean,
Yeah, but a lot of people
plain
don't
and
look for
simple.
that. A lot of people don't see that. That you know,
Right.
you know, or
And
or pay attention. You know what I mean?
that's a part of why we're doing this. People need to start paying attention, because if you think that people don't have bad intentions out there, and
Hmm.
some people just do it to see if they can do it.
Hmm.
I mean, there's some sickos out there, y'all. People are, and they don't mind hurting people. You know, people really don't. And you know what? I don't think that these people that do this stuff, I don't think they see that what they're doing is wrong. I don't think they see that their personalities are are negative. I don't think that they see that. I think they see themselves as right. They're positive. I do believe that they believe that they're on the right path.
Tammy,
What do you say?
Tammy's like, I had to listen to Ginger 5 hours on the phone, and it was funny. I'm like, shut up, Tammy.
What? What, like the other night?
Tammy's my bro, man. We talk about the funniest stuff, but it's not usually YouTube, but we love talking about different things. And yeah,
Hemi did
I
when
like
this
to pick
happened,
on
did
him.
you call and talk your ear off? Toxicity. Oh, for three, baby, that's too good. Um, Toxicity, I love your lives. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. Do you remember when I wanted you to we were going to do that round table, and you were so scared to even talk on camera. You were so afraid, but you were going to try. But do you remember that? And now look at you. Look at you.
You rocking it, girl. You
I
rocking
know.
it.
I'm so proud of her.
I
I
see, and
am.
that's the thing. It's like you and I are
Hmm.
like that. That when we see
Yeah.
people that we vibe
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
succeeding, and we're like, oh my gosh, it's joy. It feels good to see
Yes, it
people that
does.
you support and you like
Yes.
succeed.
Yes. And I mean, I mean that. Barb's channel was my home. It was. I mean, that's where I belong. I knew that's where I belong. And I
We
mean,
have
like,
to shout out to Barb. You know why? She
what?
hit her 30K today.
Oh, good. Oh, Barb, good. I'm so proud of you, Barb. You know what? I have to say this about Barb. Um, those people, that um came and she was a smaller channel, and they thought, they would come over there and just do whatever they want. Just use her like they did. Well, she has grown way past them, and I'm so proud of her for that. She
I
has
am so
shown me a
proud of
lot.
her because she's Barb. You know what I mean? She's
I
just.
know. I knew
I
she
love
was
her
going to do
topics.
this.
She does some interesting
She knows.
topics.
She knows I had confidence. She knew. I always knew from when she started out that she was going to be big. I knew she was going to, and yeah, because I mean, I was right there. I started out with Barb. I mean, but that was my home. And the thing about it is, I have found my way back home,
Mm-hmm.
and that that's such a wonderful feeling when you get your friendships back that you
Uh-huh.
lost. And like, we didn't go. We had a real friendship because we didn't go out there and we didn't talk about each other.
Yep.
We didn't we didn't go back and forth. We didn't talk about things that we knew about each other. We didn't do any of this bad backstabbing to each other.
Nope.
And I didn't do that to anybody, to friends I lost. And I found my way, and we found our way back to there. I feel like I have went full circle because TCA and Toxicity and Barb, you know, and then I found you as just a friend, you know what I mean? But I mean, I had these people. I mean, this is where I felt like I belonged.
Mm-hmm.
And Barb started coming in my chat. I was just so thrilled, but I didn't think that I would ever be back here where I am with
I
their
tell
support.
you,
Like,
I didn't start. I started going to Barb's over a year ago, and it was like, it was I knew of her before, but she hadn't gone live for a while, and
yeah,
but I was like, once I was like, dang, I love her sense of humor because she's funny, you know. People may not realize it because they don't give her a chance, but she's pretty witty. And it was like, I love this lady's personality. And then somebody had
oh,
made a comment elsewhere because I was always going in there, and they had made a comment about me, like, anyway. So I was joking with Barb, and I'm like, yeah, watch the next rumor. They'll have us checking out our pine or looking for our China patterns. And
yeah. And I'm so glad. Toxicity and Barb together. They're perfect, aren't they?
mm, that's a dynamic duo. That's what I call
They
them.
are.
They are
Yes.
awesome.
And the way
And
that, I mean,
the
they keep you.
chemistry, like the on, like the, when you have a partnership and there's that
Yeah.
chemistry, and they got
Yeah.
that
There is.
chemistry down.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
like they play well off each other. Their personalities play well off each other.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I love
Yeah.
watching that. I love that when people are able to just mesh like that, and it's like, and you know,
Yeah.
put out
Yeah.
content like it's like
Yeah.
amaze balls.
It, it's so weird. I don't know. Uh, my channel. I mean, my channel was my home. You know what I mean? And I mean, having just all my people, still with me and stuff like that. I mean, that means a lot, to have them stay with you because even though you had to make, tough choice, but I didn't do it out of anger or anything like that. I mean, I just did it because, you know, I just needed to come back around to where I was at home again. I mean, my home,
Yeah.
you know,
I always
because
said
I
I go
don't,
where I go and I vibe with who I
yeah,
vibe with. And
yeah,
I like people from like they hang out in different places. And if I like them, I like them. I don't change my mind about them. But I see
mhm,
a lot of people do that, that just because somebody says something bad about somebody you like, you change your mind about them from what that
yeah,
person says. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's not how it's supposed to work. How does that
yeah,
individual person treat you? How does that individual person, you know,
right,
vibe with you? Don't go off what somebody else says. Like, we're not saying
right,
you can't like Andrea. I mean, none of
yeah,
us are saying that. It's we don't vibe, you know?
right. I'm not, and yeah, everybody pray for TCA.
Yes.
Uh, yes, she needs our. I mean, everybody pray. I mean, that she recover and everything's gonna be okay. And like I want to bring that up. The other night when they insinuated that they talked to TCA and everything like that, she's not talked to anybody on here. Um, and uh, we're gonna build our friendship back up. So that's where we stand. I'm not dragging my friend into this. She's not a part of this.
Nope.
Just said I just said I was thankful that me and her are talking again, and that's what I'm thankful for.
Well, you're
And I
not
told her,
here, you're not out here recruiting people, you
yeah,
know?
and I told her today if I mean, anytime she needs me, if I have to go up there and sit and hold her hand through the whole thing, I sure will. You know, so I'm not dragging her in this. I would never dare do something like that. I love her, so they brought that up. I mean, they're just cruel people. These people are just so cruel and mean-hearted, and you know, um, I don't know what makes them like that, but envy. I know envy will turn a person to do undermining things like this, and they do it for just a simple reason that because of the way that they feel about themselves and the way other people feel about them, just because of the way they act, and they don't even get it that if they would just stop acting the way they do, then people would like them, that this wouldn't happen to them, you know. And I mean, she still to my face has not told me that the reason that she did not like me, you know, has she flat out hasn't. Now
Well,
that
yes, she has. She
not
gave two different reasons the other night.
well, not to my face though.
Oh,
I
well,
just
you're
I'm
not going to
alive.
get that. You're not going to get that. You know, you're not going to get that.
No,
No, because that conversation, because somebody like that cannot actually uh, have a one-on-one conversation or even a one-on-one panel with
no,
someone to
no,
hash things out,
no.
um, because there's no respect there, honey. She has
Right,
no respect for you. She's
I
not
know.
going to give you that, you know.
Right. But I mean, first it was because I lied about my channel, made promises I couldn't keep, gave people. She said I gave people hope that were in need, false hope that was in need. That's why she
Well, I
left the
think you
channel.
being sick was a little more important for you to take care of you than try to take on the world's problems. I'm sorry.
But look at the things. My small channel. We just started out. You got to grow a channel first.
Yeah.
But that was what I wanted for my channel. But the thing about it is, look at what I did do. We did help her get an apartment. We did help her. We did help people. Uh, MKB, they gave that $300, but she got scammed, but she still was trying to help somebody.
Yeah.
And I mean, and and then we did giveaways to people and stuff. I mean, what did we not do? Because I think that raising $2,300 going out to people to help them. I think that's a lot of money that we did to help with. I mean, we didn't give it to her. We didn't give it to her, but we helped her get it. So I don't even. I did. So she has nothing that don't even make sense there. See, so she don't have no reason to like me because of that. It boils down to
Some people
you just
here. Some people just don't even like themselves.
right. I just don't think she liked the friendship that uh we had. I don't think maybe it wasn't jealousy. I think she's controlling, and I think
Yeah.
she was afraid that I had some kind of control over MKB, but I didn't. I didn't
Yeah,
try to
that was
control
kind
her.
of implied that you were trying to tell her what to do and
I never
that
told her
kind
what
of
to
stuff.
do.
And and she doesn't do that. But tell them I don't do that. Tell them I don't do
Yeah,
that.
I make her own decisions. She asked me. I'm like, no. What do you think? You know, I no. I make her. She does. She makes her own decisions. And when I feel a
Hmm.
certain way about
Yeah,
that
I
live
mean
we
that
want
was
to
brought up.
do,
She's a grown ass woman. I can't tell her what to do. Tell them I can't tell you what to do.
it's stupid. I mean, you can tell her what to do, and I could tell her what to do if I had wanted to, but I didn't. I didn't tell her what to do. She did what I asked her. What do you want to do? You know, that's what I said. Just like today, I said. She asked me the same thing. What do you want to do? What are we going to do here?
Well, you know what? I'm just glad that you two came to an understanding, and that's what's important. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah. And I told her I would never tell anything private that we talked about, but
Mhm.
I gotta tell y'all this. I have to because there's nothing wrong with it. It's funny as hell. Me and her's hollering at each other over the phone. Why did you do this? And she's like, why did you do that? And I'm like, why did you do this? And then we did it so much back and forth, we just both started dying laughing because it's so stupid. We just kept going back and forth. We were screaming at each other. It was so crazy. I mean, because we did. That is the most hilarious thing. I've never gotten in an argument with somebody like that, and us just break down both of us at the same time, start laughing. Oh my god, phone died. Did she keep talking? Did Ginger leave me too? Let's see. There she is. I don't know what happened. I guess when I knocked myself off, I knocked her off too, probably. I did it. My phone's not gonna stay charged.
Oh, good gravy. Something's going on. Okay. Something's definitely going on here. Can y'all hear me? You're back out. Huh. Well. Is Are we even live anymore?
Sorry. Are you up there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. Uh, so, something is draining my battery.
Well,
I
we
mean,
should just go ahead and end it for
yeah,
tonight.
it is. I mean, like, I don't know what it is. It's like it went from 50% to zero in just like a matter of like 5 minutes.
Did it get hot?
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
Okay, when it gets hot,
Yeah.
the battery is draining. So yeah, put it in your. I hate to say this, I've had to do it before, but put it in your freezer for a few minutes. I mean, go off the live, shut
Okay.
down the stream, and then put it in your freezer for about five
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah, so that
Okay.
your battery doesn't like implode.
Okay. Okay. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Kelly. I I am strong. I mean, I've always been a strong person. I've always had a strong personality, but you know, for I don't know to find out. And I just found out. I mean, I just come to realize. I mean, I've been watching and watching and watching though, but for it to come to head, that 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 your friends are, not really your friends. It's kind of hard.
But you know
Uh,
what? It's a new day. It's a new day.
oh, yeah. But I mean, a load was lifted off of me because, you know, I don't like to sit back and have to hang around someone that doesn't like me and is,
Hmm.
you know, trying to
Staring
get me to
daggers.
explode.
Yep.
Oh my God, my battery's draining.
Yep. The daggers. The daggers. Oh no. Did she go again? Uh-oh. You better shut down the live, girl. Uh-oh. 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 Spaghettios. Maybe she went and put her phone in the freezer just now. Wake up. Go gravy. Go gravy. Yeah, hopefully she'll be back in time to just shut this down because I don't want to leave this stream like leave her in a lurch or anything. But I hope that since there's been an understanding of some type of understanding that everybody can just go do their own thing, do their own, and there not be too much of a hey, hmm, come on, Brooken. You're the next contestant. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, we're waiting for her to come back now. I think she has to cool her phone off in order to shut everything down. But we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. Like I said, I hope this just boom, it's over with. Everybody goes their separate ways, do their own thing, enjoy life, touch grass, play in their gardens. Oh no, MKB is live and not happy. Oh well, not surprised. Good gravy. Why can't this just end already? I mean, the back and forth, and you gotta find your charger too, KB. It's a conspiracy. Everybody's phone's dying. Oh goodness. Probably gonna get up there and talk about my not smoking pole, and I need to learn to smoke pole and climb pole or whatever. Gotta find your charger, KB. Cool. I'm just hoping Broken gets back soon enough to shut this down. You go through chargers too? Me too. For some reason, I go through a charger every 3 months on my iPhone. It's like it burns out or something, or the charger gets hot, or, the port gets hot. Okay. Okay, I got to, I actually have to get down. I got an emergency.
that it's just draining my battery. I'm gonna have to probably go get a new phone. But thank you, Ginger, for coming up. Thank you for being here. And y'all all have a good evening.